I need you to stop saying you can't do something. You can't. It's not possible. It could never be me. And I want you to start trying. I want you, even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's just the bare minimum, I want you to try. I need you to write everything in today's video down. We're now in March. What are you still distracted by? What would you rather do instead of the harder tasks? So a lot of y'all will be like, honestly, I would rather be chilling on my couch instead of, hello, beautiful people. If you've been struggling with your discipline, you feel like you've been running in circles, you may be in a rut right now. We just started a 30-day challenge. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 signs that you may not lack discipline. You may just be lazy. If you are new to seeing my face, welcome. And for all those that are returning, come on in. I love hugging you guys. I talk about clarity all the time and how important clarity is when understanding who you are currently right now and who you desire to become. It's so important to have a clear understanding of who you want to become. That way, while you are setting tasks and goals, you're able to remind yourself of why you are trying to build a certain habit or become disciplined or consistent with your goals or your tasks that are going to lead to the desired outcome. I'm sure many of you guys can agree. If a guy were to call you up and ask you and invite you out, and chances are he was going to come over to your house, you would make sure that you cleaned up your place, everything was put in place and organized just in case he came over. I need you to have the same kind of energy when it comes to your goals. It's important to rewire your mind to make sure that your goals are important. You do not lack discipline, but you may just be lazy because you can stay focused when you're doing things that you actually enjoy, things that excite you. Whether it's making time for people that you enjoy or doing things that you genuinely enjoy doing, you have no problem committing your time and your energy towards it. The issue isn't discipline, it's lack of interest and passion. This is only a season in your life. This is only a season that is preparing you for the bigger and the better. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to attach your tasks and your goals towards a bigger purpose or find ways to make them more engaging. Remind yourself of all of the benefits to, if you keep going, what is going to come out of it. If you stop or if you don't do it at all, you're only going to stay in that same position. You're only going to stay stuck. You're only going to stay on the hamster wheel, and eventually, don't you want to get off? Before I even got into my fitness journey of developing my body, learning about the gym, I had no love or interest for the gym. I was dating someone at the time who would spend hours in the gym, and I never understood why. Okay, he was fine. I was the girlfriend at home, however, who had a ton of insecurities, who ate terribly. I would bring terrible food around him, but the gym was never an interest of mine. However, because of my own insecurities, it rubbed off in our relationship. And it wasn't until we broke up that I started going to the gym. During the beginning phase of getting myself into the gym, and some of you may be there right now, you may be looking to become more disciplined, and this is why I share this with you. You're not going to enjoy the starting phase, you're not going to enjoy the middle phase. But what I want you to realize is what you're doing right now is not for 30 days, it's for a lifetime. When I first started, I didn't really think of it as it's going to change my entire life. It also changed the path of where I am today. My confidence, my body structure, my strength, my business. Everything that I do right now is because I started and I kept it going. You may not know or understand the tools at first in anything that you're brand new to, but be a student and continue to learn and push yourself. Another thing I have struggled with for many years is the love for cardio. A lot of people will agree, whether it's working out or meal prepping or doing your cardio or working on yourself, saying affirmations, right? All of this, especially when you're brand new or you're trying to build a routine, is very unfamiliar. You're inconsistent with it. Because I didn't have a love for cardio, I would neglect doing it until I started incorporating a fun way of doing my cardio or just passing time. At times when I'm looking to online shop, I would rather do it from my walking pad or my treadmill. When I'm not in the mood to go on the cardio equipment, I'll put on a dance video where I'm burning calories at the same time. I know that I wanted the look. I know that I wanted the feeling. There are just times where I just don't feel like doing it. But I also had to reframe my mind to understand that it's not about the look that's gonna come when I'm doing my fasted cardio, but it's also about the benefits. Don't you wanna see your life blossom? Don't you wanna start that business that's gonna change your life? When you are lazy, things take a lot longer to happen in your life. When you are lazy, there's no progression. Whether you're 100% consistent or 60% consistent, you are gonna see progress, whether it's slow progress or fast progress. Even if it's 5 or 10 or 20 minutes, do it anyways. Do it when it's hard, do it when you're tired, do it when you don't want to do it. Show up, because you never know what can come out of you just showing up. If you're only staying trapped in your own laziness, don't expect a different outcome. Don't expect to see anything different, okay? Write this all down. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Drop some love down below so you know what needs to be done. But instead of finding a solution, you justify why you can't do something. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I had my one client, she missed her check-in and sent me a message and was like, hey Shen, I had such an off week. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't eat well. Everything was just a mess. And how many of you guys can agree? We start on Monday, and if Monday is off, like scrap the whole week. You know what? We're gonna try next week. So I was like, okay, let's have a call and let's see where we can make adjustments in your plan. Instead, if you are not able to wake up, she says she wants to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. I'm not a 5 a.m. girly for that. Instead, if you cannot get to the gym, let me just add on some home workouts for you. That is adjusting the plan. When you're struggling with maybe physically going to the gym, physically going outside for a walk, what can you do inside your home? Dance, cardio, fitness inside your home. You don't want to meal prep. Let's adjust. How about you order some meals from a meal prep company? There are so many ways that you can adjust where you currently are just so that you can get to the greater outcome. So here's what I need you to do. Catch yourself in the moment. Problem solving instead of avoiding. We don't want to be the people who are constantly making excuses rather than finding a solution. A lot of people want to travel, but they don't have the income to financially do it. Cut back on takeout, going out, cut back on your alcohol, making adjustments in your life that are going to benefit your actual goals, making adjustments in your life so that they benefit your goals. I met up with one of my clients this past weekend, and she was just telling me she was moving. She felt so strong lifting all these boxes. She had trained with me for 5 years, and when she came in, she was so super fragile. Her partner were in the gym, and all of the weights were taken except for what her partner was using. So she's like, let me do these dumbbell rows and use the weight that he's using. I believe it was 35 pounds that she was using to do these rows. And she was like, Shen, I had never lifted that weight before, but I was like, you know what? Let me try, because I know I've built myself up to being that strong. So let me see if I can at least get 1 or 2. I always say try 1 to 2 without compromising your form. You always want to prevent an injury, but if you know in your head, you usually know your strength. She was able to do 6 reps. 6 repetitions using a higher weight that she had never used before. Had the weights that she usually uses been available to her, she would have never been able to test her strength and really see how strong she is. So how many of you guys need to increase the weight? How many of you guys just need to show up? How many of you guys just need to try? And even when you don't feel like doing it, you're like, nah, because I really want it, I'm just gonna try. Even if I don't feel like putting my makeup on or my lashes together, I'm gonna make sure I put some effort into my hair, into my wardrobe, and just try. Even if you're heading out to the grocery store, but you don't feel like getting all dolled up and pretty, well, put some effort into trying out dressing differently that flatters your body. You don't have to have makeup on, but wear something that people are still going to be like, wow, girl, what are you wearing? Or they just see that you put effort before you left the house. I've seen so many people with dirty sneakers and messy hair. Why would you want somebody to look at you and just, it screams lazy? Just try. That 5 minutes of makeup that you do goes a long way. 5 minutes of hair that you do goes a long way. The 5-minute workout that you do will go a long way. Let me show you guys my outfit because summer is coming. And we're gonna be on the beach very soon. Hey y'all, how beautiful is this Teddy Blake bag with this dress? Like, beautiful plum color with a nice tan dress and high heels for the summer. This dress is from Fashion Nova, by the way. I have a huge haul that I'm gonna do. I'm about to get my cycle, so the abs that you saw last week have washed away. Number 3, ladies, and this one I can relate to so hard. We procrastinate even when we have time. It's not that you're too busy. You just keep pushing things off because they either feel overwhelming or inconvenient. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Oftentimes, I feel so overwhelmed with the editing process of editing so many videos between this page and my second page. And I have been procrastinating. Also, when it leads up to the time of the month, I don't know what, I'm sure many of you guys can agree, my energy and my motivation, everything just plummets. I literally just want to be cuddled up on my couch, zoned out. It's not even that I'm interested in watching anything. I literally just don't want to do anything at all. And you can't get too comfortable. I also have to remind myself, girl, what are you working towards? Why are you doing what you're doing? Put that makeup on, get up, record a video, and edit it immediately, or else you're going to sit there and the pile will continue to pile up. Reminding myself and holding myself accountable has gotten me up on those days where I'm like, I'm giving myself a day. When I was in my young 20s, I used to come home, take naps, wake up, scroll on my phone for a long period of time, make useless videos, doing unproductive things or things that didn't even add value. I would do a lot of things with my time that was the opposite of where I wanted to go. But also, I don't really think I had a lot of clarity of who I wanted to become and what I wanted to do with my life. I share that to say it's easy to procrastinate when things get really overwhelming. So here's what I want you to do. Set small and manageable goals and just start. Watch the momentum follow. After I'm done giving myself a day to just relax and fill my cup, I get back to work. I get back on one task and I don't think about the other 9 projects that I have to do. I know that little by little, as I execute one, I will see things moving. But if I just sit there and procrastinate, nothing's going to move. Start to also pay attention to when you start to feel overwhelmed, when you start to feel like you're about to burn out, when you're exhausted. You really need to catch yourself, slow down, and then give yourself a day or two to have your moment and then get right back into it. But when you're getting right back into it, make sure you know what you're working on. What is the first priority to the last priority? And then only cater your energy to the start of the project and work your way down. Try not to give your energy and be distracted by too many things going on around you, especially your phone, because that right there is going to lead you into procrastinating and not getting anything done. You wait for motivation instead of creating momentum. You're probably relying on feeling inspired in order to take action, instead of developing habits that are going to keep you consistent even when you don't feel like it. Here's what I need you to do. Get clear on your habits. Get clear within your routine. What didn't work for you in February, we no longer want it in March. I know we're mid-March, but you can do a lot within the next 2 weeks. Build habits and routines that are going to keep you going. Today is Sunday, and I'm already done my laundry. I'm already done meal prepping and I had time to make a video today. I did my typical Sunday morning habits that usually set me up for the week. If you feel like you're going into the week feeling overwhelmed, flustered, by the time you get to the midweek, you've fallen off, I need you to look at what are you doing on the weekend to prepare for the week. When I'm busy throughout the week, I'm set with my food. My bed sheets are clean. I'm feeling really good in clean bed sheets. I know you guys feel like $1,000,000 when your bed sheets are clean, when your house is clean. You should already just have a routine. Either you're the one that's cleaning up your environment, or you have a weekly or bi-weekly cleaner that comes to reset your home. It's all about setting yourself up. That way you have less excuses. During the week, we are go busy. We want to try and work out. We're working. If you have kids, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You need to know your workouts ahead of time. You need to know what you're going to eat ahead of time. Don't just come home and be like, you know what? I think I'm just going to cook up a salmon, knowing that salmon might just take 45 minutes. And within those 45 minutes, you're probably going to start binge eating, and then you're not going to eat that salmon at all. It's all about setting yourself up ahead of time. Lastly here, avoiding discomfort at all costs will definitely keep you being lazy. You cannot grow in your comfort zone. When you want to become stronger, physically and mentally, what does that require you to do? Exercise your mind, exercise your body, exercise your strength, show up, do the work. Discipline requires pushing through resistance, but oftentimes we choose what's easy or comfortable over what will actually move you forward. So here's what I need you to do. Start to embrace short-term discomfort for long-term growth. You have to understand that progress comes from pushing through. It's just like your fitness goals. If you stop right now, you're not even going to be able to make 5% progress, 90% progress. But just by doing a 5-minute workout, you're going to make some type of progress. You're also going to feel way better about yourself when you've done something versus when you sat in your laziness. If you're looking to start a YouTube channel, but you may not be getting the views that you'd hope for, keep going. We are always looking for that instant reward, that instant gratification. When you start to humble yourself and take things slow and embrace the process of learning, of continuing to be a student, to develop your craft, to build your strength physically, mentally, emotionally, you have no idea who you're going to transform into. I've been able to exercise my physical, my mental, my emotional health in many areas of my life. In life, if you can accept that during seasons of you working towards bigger goals, creating the life that you desire, you will have to put in the work. Every CEO, every successful YouTube creator, all of them had to continue working hard and showing up even when they didn't want to. I will not stop saying this, but clarity over your life and who you are and who you want to become is so important for you to continue to remind yourself and reassure yourself that you are on the right track. You are moving in the right direction. You are always moving forward, even if it's 5%, 50%, 60%, 99%. You are always moving forward. There are rewards coming. Stay patient. Stop looking for instant gratification and continue to do the things that are necessary every single day that are going to get you to the bigger goals. Listen, discipline is sexy. Think about all the things you get excited for that you can be easily distracted by. I need you to start to put your goals on a pedestal and be distracted by your goals. Remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, why you are working towards what you're working towards, why it means a lot to you. The steps that you take day by day that set you up for success are important.